Happy Halloween! Oh my god, I didn't even press it yet, and then she, okay, I was going to buzz her door, but then she just buzzed me in. Wait, this is the most efficient Asian efficiency. Okay. Oh! I just got scared. Oh my god, that was so scary. There's some woman just randomly. I don't know what just happened. That just. Oh, she was waiting for me for the lift. Okay. This bit literally looks like the beginning of a horror movie where the girl disappears and then no one ever finds her body again. Just kidding, I found it.
Hey! I was like, oh, it's 7, so I was like on the 2nd floor and I was like 1, 2, 3, and then it just kept going. It was like, yeah.
This is Anya. I've known her for years, like literally years. She's kind of like an older sister to me. Pretty cool.
Today we are going to make some Chinese food. So you're never gonna have to order Chinese takeout again. 3 really essential ingredients: garlic, ginger, and soy sauce. You can basically make anything taste really, really good and like have that Chinese vibe to it. I'm gonna start with rice, brown rice, maybe 2 cups. So it's 2 cups rice, 3 cups water. I am half Chinese and quarter Scottish, 1/8 Irish, 1/8 English. So my family in China, obviously they cook Chinese food, and when I went to visit them and see my grandmother, I observed her cooking and noticed that she always put in garlic, ginger and soy sauce. So like that's where I learned, like wow, it's like so easy to do this every single time. Also going to make some aubergine. Yes, eggplant.
I was gonna say eggplant, just to be correct.
Okay, so I'm going to actually steam this first because when it's soft, it's much nicer. Softer, moister texture and taste, and it just makes the kind of tissue of the aubergine soak up more and soak up more flavour too.
This is Anya's serious face. This is when you know things are about to get real.
My Mandarin is poor. Hao.
That's like mine. What about when you're speaking to like grandparents and stuff?
I struggle. I speak Chengdu Hua, which is the Chengdu dialect, and it's really difficult to understand because they're different words,
Different accents,
different accents, and then they move the word order around, and I'm just like so confused.
Just smile, just nod.
I'm gonna steam this, put some water in it.
Okay.
Here we are.
How long are you gonna do it for?
I think probably maybe do it for like 8 minutes, something like that. I'll check back on it. Keep the time. The next step is going to be the
Hair tie. The classic hair tie.
Let's do broccoli and red onion. I really like to make sure that I get enough nutrition. So one of the things about being in China with my family is that when you have a meal, you have your bowl of rice, and you have like 4, 5, sometimes 6 other dishes, and there's a lot of variety of vegetables, and you sort of pick what you want with your chopsticks out of the bowls. So I really got used to eating really, really, really well, and getting like such a wide variety of food in one meal. So I try to cook as much as possible because I feel like it's the only way I can guarantee
that you're gonna get it. Yeah. So no, you're not like a big fan of like juices where you get like 5 things in one go.
I like to have juices as a supplement to complement to actual.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
This is where I bang on about how much I hate juice cleanses. Don't get me wrong, I love a good juice, but just on the side of a meal.
I once tried the
lemonade
cleanse. I got like 5 days in and was having a really bad detox. And
oh my god!
Painful back, and like felt like I was having the flu, and I just like fuck this shit, and then ate some pizza or something. Actually, I did feel good like afterwards. I felt like okay, I do think this is a good detox, but like, and I was like I want to do it again, but I've never have. It's too scary. So we have half the red onion. Cut up the broccolini into half.
I get into like phases of certain foods. Like I went through a phase of loving everything with beetroot. I was making like beetroot soup, beetroot hummus, beetroot chips, like everything beetroot. And then I'll like move on to the next thing because I'm like you. I'll be like, oh, I need like my 5 a day. And then like right now I'm going through this weird phase where I really like canned fish. Like, oh, I can't get salmon every day. I love salmon, but it's just so expensive. I'm just gonna have loads of fish, so then I can get my omega-3. So I've been having it with toast in the morning. I've been having it with tofu, and like with loads of like making like a grain bowl.
That's such a good idea.
Perk of traveling. I was in England like yesterday I flew back. Saturday I flew back. Every can of sardines or mackerel I was getting, if you look at the back of it, it says packaged in Scotland. So I was like, it's obviously gonna be cheaper in England. So then I went back and I went to Waitrose and like I literally bought back like stacks of it. 50p in Waitrose for a can, and over here it's like $5. So I was like, make the most of the fact that I have enough.
Economic efficiency.
Life hack. Mum and dad.
My mum is an amazing cook. My dad is also an amazing
Isn't
cook.
it? It's like an Asian mum thing that they're just
no,
really
it's
good.
an Asian dad thing.
Awkward. I probably should have known that before I asked it.
With my dad, he really only eats Chinese food.
Okay.
Sometimes goes to Pizza Hut. It's the most weird thing.
That's like my mum. I think it's an Asian thing.
But like Hong Kong Pizza Hut is different to American or British Pizza
Okay.
Hut. It's like a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Is
it good?
You know how like Chinese people have sweet bread and sort of like normal bread?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
kind of imagine the Pizza Hut equivalent. It is like pizza, but it's something
Different.
strange.
Okay.
Yeah. If something becomes a little bit like not even out of code, but not as fresh as he'd like it, he's like, throw it away. It's not good. And I think.
But he goes to Pizza Hut? That is
I
so
know.
random.
But there's this thing about like Chinese culture. They go to get fresh vegetables every day. They go
Yeah.
to the market and
Yeah.
something isn't fresh, they want to eat it. Or cheese, so you have to look after your chi, and part of that is eating fresh vegetables. And the whole thing of like your food being really medicinal.
The chi bit is totally different in Taiwan. They're definitely not like that.
Maybe I'm making it up. I've got my
It
garlic,
smells so good.
I've got my ginger. Let's go into the frying pan.
Do you have a wok? You're Asian, you should have a wok.
I'm gonna have a wok.
You don't have a wok?
It's really soft actually.
I've known you for how long?
Since we did the Top Shop show.
Anya is like one of the few models who genuinely are just doing cool stuff on the side. Like if I ask her right now, which I'm going to, she's gonna tell you she's working on like 4 or 5 other projects.
Beyond the Runway is an initiative for models to help them develop their creative professional lives outside of modeling, so they can like work on their other passions, because often as a model you're like picked out of like nowhere and oh, you're gonna be a model, and it's like, okay, I didn't really think about that, but let's do it anyway. You don't always get to develop other things, and you also don't always get to discover who you are outside of being a model. I really like to bring girls together to support each other, to help them make connections to people who might be helpful with their project,
Yeah.
and to like have events with really inspiring speakers. We had one with Cameron Russell, which was awesome.
It was so good. And they had free pizza.
We had free pizza and it was organic.
Yeah. There's an app which is like a charity app, basically connected with all these model agencies, and they've been like, hey, yeah, this is an app where it makes it easy for you to volunteer. Can you get all your models to like sign up? So like models have a lot of spare time most of the time, so all these girls are like, yeah, I want to sign up, and they do like fun volunteering stuff. No, but they do like fun volunteering stuff like walking dogs.
It's not like
Anyway, Anya doesn't do that. She does the real thing. You do loads of good stuff for people. Tell them what a good person you are.
now I feel under pressure. I'm really interested in improving working conditions for models and helping them with the stuff both in their actual work lives and outside of it. Nessa's also done a lot of volunteering work, so she would know about the app because she's done a lot of incredible work.
No.
And she's one of the best writers that I know in person. So
Oh,
it's true.
thank
Here
you.
goes.
All
Red
the
onion.
ingredients. I like how
Oh,
you
wait.
separated them as well. It's very
Oh,
Asian.
I
of
don't know
you.
what to do first. Wait, let me just think for a second. Shit. Okay, so oil is in the pan first. So now, the final ingredient.
Okay.
Soy sauce. Lettuce is amazing fried. Now, I never
Really?
knew this. Yes.
I never knew that.
Until I went to Macau to see my dad, and he was like, you know, help me in the kitchen, and he was like, hey, have lettuce, and he was doing stuff with lettuce, and I just was like, what? I'm not gonna add vegan sausage, just lettuce.
Okay.
It tastes really good.
Okay.
But you know, you can add
Normal sausage.
normal sausage and be free.
Yeah, no judgment if you're not vegan. You can totally enjoy this.
Here goes the last ingredient. Okay.
So we've got the final step. Completely forgot about the aubergine. Okay. I thought you were gonna say the final step is rice, but no, it's the aubergine.
Favorite ingredient? Yes.